Good morning. It's Monday. It's 4:45 a.m. and we're making our way to the train station. To hop on the Eurostar to go to Paris. We're super excited. So we'll be in Paris today, tonight, and come back tomorrow night. Trying to make the most of our time here in England. So we added Paris onto the itinerary. Here we go. Finally made it to Paris. We just left the train station. Pretty crazy through here. Look at the buildings. Pretty much looks like any big city. Spain, it could be London. I don't know. Juliet, there it is. We're walking over to the bottom of the Eiffel Tower. We have a tour and we get to jump the line at 2:15.
So La Défense, just in front of La Défense, can you see a weird shaped building? Yeah, in the middle of a tree plain area. Okay, it is Louis Vuitton Fondation. Have you heard of Louis Vuitton?
Yeah.
It's a French brand, a French luxury brand. All right. So it's basically an exhibition center. You have exhibitions about fashion mostly, right, related to Louis Vuitton. So if you're into fashion, it's very nice. You can just take your time and visit it. There's a little bus that's free. Yeah. The structure of the Statue of Liberty in New York. No, it's Gustave Eiffel. It's Mr. Eiffel. It's the same guy that made the tower that made the structure. Yeah, I know. AP honor.
Good guess.
So yeah, it's the same. Gustave Eiffel and Bartholdi designed the Statue of Liberty, but it's Eiffel who made it. And then we shipped it like in IKEA furniture. And
Like I did, yeah.
you assembled it in New York's Bay.
Foot at a time.
Yeah.
A hand, a
Okay.
foot.
Well, have you seen Inception, maybe? The
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright. So you might recognize the first bridge, Pont de Biraken. There's a scene that was shot on that bridge with Leonardo DiCaprio doing stunts and stuff. Yeah.
Hi, Juliet. I'm on top of the Eiffel Tower. Woohoo! Oh, there's the Ferris wheel. Okay, so we're on the top of the Eiffel Tower. Hey.
Hey, top of the Eiffel Tower. Woohoo! One of each. Yeah, those cruises actually look like they'd be fun, but
See all of the major monuments, landmarks of Paris, right? Alright, let's go all the way now, all the way in the back. Can you see a building on top of a hill?
Yes.
If you look straight ahead, all the way in the back, there's a hill. Yeah?
that's where we saw coming in.
Alright, it is Le Sacré-Cœur de Jésus, and it's on top of Montmartre Hill. So Montmartre is the name of the hill and also the neighborhood surrounding it. Le Sacré-Cœur de Jésus is the name of the church. It's the Sacred Heart of Jesus. All right. Well, France being a mainly Catholic country, right? So that's why we have so many churches everywhere. So the Sacred Heart of Jesus was built in the 19th century to atone for the sins of the French, because throughout the 19th century we had many revolutions and we killed archbishops and priests again and time again. So the French government was like, okay, let's do something so that we're not cursed forever. Let's build a church. So they built a church on top of the hill, and it's now called as Montmartre. That church is actually very famous because it's the only church in Paris in which you always have at least one person praying for the city. It's attached to a convent.
Who sets that up? Yeah, is it? That has to be set up by like a team.
Yeah, there's a convent, and you have so now. Park, right? It is Le Champ de Mars. Mars was the god of war, right, in the Roman mythology. So it used to be a shooting range for the French artillery until the Eiffel Tower was built, actually. So all the way at the end of Le Champ de Mars, you can see the military school, École Militaire. Can you guess who attended that school? I'm sorry?
Guess the name.
Can you guess the name of who attended that school? A famous French. No. Not everything's about the poor Eiffel. Napoleon, there you go. Napoleon the First, who attended that school. So he studied artillery at the military school, right? Then he became a general, then he became emperor of the French. At some point he conquered all of Europe, was exiled. He came back from exile. He conquered all of Europe a second time. I don't know how he did that. But then he was exiled a second time in 1815.
He was busy.
And he died in exile that time, right? In 1821. But when he died, the British were kind enough to send back his remains to Paris, France. So now he's buried under the golden dome that you can see, the big golden dome.
Oh, okay, that's what that is.
All right.
That one out there.
So it's Napoleon's tomb. It is. It's Napoleon's tomb, yeah. Only the gold dome part, though. The rest of the building is Hôtel des Invalides. Les Invalides were built way before Napoleon in the 1600s. Napoleon was in the 1800s, right? So in the 1600s by Louis XIV. You may have heard of him because he built another big building, right? Versailles, the Palace of Versailles, right outside Paris. I mean, in Greater Paris, outside Central Paris. So it was built to be a war veteran hospital. It actually still today is a war veteran hospital for officers, right, in the French military. There's also a very nice war museum if you like war stuff. And if you visit the tomb of Napoleon's tomb, there's a trick. Actually, we made it in a way that tricks you. Napoleon's tomb is on the ground floor and you come in on the first floor. Why do you think?
I don't know.
So you could walk all over him?
No!
No. Dang it, I thought it was right.
Well, because he's on the ground floor, so you kind of have to look down, right?
I'll look down on
You
him.
lean and you bow.
He's short.
Oh,
So
you're
you forever bow to Napoleon. That's why we
Oh.
forever bow to him. We made it in a way that he's emperor forever.
Not quite as tall as the Eiffel
We
Tower.
just found
but
this
it's up
church, walking around looking for
there. It's gorgeous.
some place to eat dinner in Paris. It's so big and old and intricate. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
We walked by there and we could hear them singing in there.